And I present to you Miss Tiffany Black. So,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm good.
Good. A question that I always have when I text you is, are you in town?
Yes.
And it's because you're always working. You literally live in 3 different cities, at the least.
3?
Here, Atlanta, and Florida.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
So, what I need to know is, have you missed out on any gigs by being in one city at the wrong time?
Well, that's a question that I used to ask myself a lot, but I don't anymore because I feel like whatever is for me is going to be for me. And I have had to make some very pivotal decisions. So I have been at the airport on my way to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like in LA, on my way, and like boarding, and my agent sent me an email like, you got to be in the room tomorrow in LA, and I'm like,
boarding,
and I said no. I have said no. I was like, this is actually for Love Is.
So glad you brought that up. Keep going.
So glad I booked it, but I told my agent no. I was like, no, I'm at the airport. I'm getting on this flight. No. But I mean, I'm such like a straight A student about acting that I was like, I'll be back for Monday if they want to see me on Monday. It was a Thursday, so they wanted to see me on Friday. I was like, I'll be back on Monday if they want to see me on Monday, or I'm happy to send a tape in, whatever they want. She was like, no, they want it ASAP, so send a tape. So I'm in the air connected to Delta's free Wi-Fi, and I'm like, is there anybody that can take me in?
You're
in
recording.
Atlanta?
No, in Atlanta.
No,
I thought you meant
I'm
on
on
a plane.
the plane. No, I wouldn't try.
I'm like, that's
it's
incredible.
too loud. No,
it is.
No, it's too loud. But I'm like texting all of my friends, like, who can take me? Who can take me? And like, literally, all of my go-tos were either out of town, working, just all of the things. And the only people that I knew that would give me a solid tape were my friends in casting at Tyler Perry Studios. So I called, I was like, look, I know that's what y'all do for a living, and I ain't finna pay y'all, but do y'all got time to squeeze me in? I promise I'll come in, I'll book, I won't take up too much time. They're like, oh, we're wrapping a movie today. Yeah, it's a perfect day to come. And I did it, and I sent them the tape, and I booked it from the tape, no callback, just direct. So for me, that was confirmation of I can't miss nothing that's for me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be where I'm going to be. And I can't let acting run my life like that anymore.
Yeah.
It takes your spirit.
It does. I was having a conversation with my buddy RJ about this literally before you came in. I'm like, for so long in stand-up and just this whole business, I've been going so hard for so many years that I've missed things with family. Like, you make Christmas or whatever, but you're missing. Oh,
them kids grow up
quick.
quick. They grow up so fast.
And you become to think to yourself, like, which is more important? If I had $300 million today, what is more important to me? Continuing to try and get more millions or my family? Like, the end goal has always been for me to achieve my goals in entertainment, to provide and have fun with my family. Yeah. So if I'm doing all of this for me and them. I like that as a mission
statement. That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, I'd always had this thing where I wanted to get this ridiculously big house, which realistically now is probably only 7 or 8 bedrooms.
Right.
But it's like to have this big house and to have my whole family living in this house. Away from my little private area, but it's like we're all in the house.
Right.
And just, big happy family. And I'm like, yo, if that's what I want, then you still have to maintain your relationship with your family. Imagine going away for 15 years to complete something, and then you come back and like, hey, y'all move in with me. They're like, who are you, fam?
Who are you? Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I got faced with something else like that over the summer. It's a show that I've been in for it so many times. I feel like I've already seen it. It's called P-Valley. It's going to be on Stars in 2020.
Nice.
And literally every piece of text I have read from this show connects to my whole spirit. I have auditioned for all of the series regulars, including the male characters.
Hilarious.
Literally, I went in for everything. So
I'm here to play Rob.
Listen, period.
Tiffany, okay.
Period. I went in for Uncle Clifford, but he's I don't think he's trans. He might be in the middle of trans. I don't know the exact situation, but
if you could play a man believably, you are an amazing
it's
actor.
A man dressed up as a woman. I mean, that's why I call myself an actor. Actresses can play women.
You're right. I mean,
Actors
men. They can play women, men.
Well, actresses can play women. Actors can play everything. That's supposed to be the definition.
I love that.
Right. That's supposed to be the
actresses
the,
can
the
play
distinction.
women. Actors can play
so
everything.
I refer to myself as an actor. I haven't been granted that opportunity as of yet. But
wait,
yes,
what do
I
call? What do I call male actors that can only act as men?
I guess they're still actors, but
no, because now that definition is so dope.
Right,
You got to create. Keep
I
going.
know.
You got to create.
I don't know. We got to get there,
That's
especially
dope.
with this non-binary situations. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I had been in for almost everything on this show, and I didn't get any of the lead roles. And Godspeed to the folks who did get them; they are fantastic. But when the opportunity for another role came up. Like literally, I had sent them 2 tapes. I flew in for a callback, and then they wanted to do something very rare, something that like almost never happens in TV. At least on my part, I can't speak for everybody, but they wanted a rehearsal, and like the rehearsal was literally during the time of one of my niece's graduations this year.
Ooh!
And I was like, "All right, God, I see what you're doing here."
Yeah.
I see what you're doing here. And like it usually when I go to Atlanta, I try to swing home to Florida because it's right there. It's an hour flight. It ain't no smoke. It ain't no sweat off my back. So I was like, the call back, oh, that's fine. I was gonna go to the East Coast anyway for this graduation. So cool. Keep my family abreast. I was supposed to leave the studio like after my call back to get on the plane to go home. And then they called me before I got to the airport and it was like, oh, you booked it and we want a rehearsal tomorrow morning.
Oh, not tomorrow morning.
Which is my niece's graduation. Right. And it was like, you know, what do you want to do? And, it's those tough moments and you think about it. And I chose the project. It was very, very hard. I had 2 nieces graduate within like 2 weeks of each other. And I made one and not the other. I don't want it to look away. But I started doing these things with my family, especially for the month of May. I feel like I went home like, I don't know, maybe like 3 times in May.
You were home a lot during that time.
I went home a lot this year because we had some big life moments.
Yes.
We had some new babies coming to family. We had 2 high school graduations. It was a lot going on, and I try to make it for as much as I can. So when I did go home, I started recording things, and I make these like I'm kind of like Andre from Blackish. I make these not slideshows, but I make these recaps of like this is our family in May of 2019, and everybody's coming down. I have family that's in Alabama, so they were coming down for these big moments. We had 2 of my little cousins, graduate from 8th grade, and just all of the things, and I compile these moments. And I'm like, look, y'all, I'm not going to make Mia's graduation. Can somebody turn your phone the long way and get her coming across the stage so that at least I will have the footage? And they did. I compiled it together. I wasn't there, but at least when we go back and we look at those moments, they are all together, despite whether or not I was there. It's to the point now where, like, they start requesting these videos. I'm like, look, this is not.
You can come down there and you record the thing. You do
so-and-so having a baby shower. This is not what I do.
Johnny coming home from jail. If you could just be there.
I'm not. This is not what I do. This is not something you can request. I cannot be paid. If I'm home and I can catch it, fantastic. But we got to catch it how we get it. It's time consuming.
Now, Love Is. Let's go to that for a moment.
Okay.
Because, first of all, mad shout out and love to the Achilles. For which this show is loosely based.
Yeah.
Your career, I've always known, Tiffany's a great actress. Oh, Tiffany's a hard worker. Oh, Tiffany's doing this, she's doing that. When I saw you posted a scene of you playing.
I was only in one scene.
Let me tell you something.
Episode.
You played his child's mother. I hate to say baby mama.
I know.
I hate to say baby mama, but I also hate when white people call it baby mama. They emphasize the baby instead of mama. You emphasize the mama. Yeah. Because that's what you're talking about.
She's
baby
a mother.
Mama.
She's a mother.
So when you posted this, I got a chance to see and feel like I hadn't had an opportunity to see the show at that time.
Right.
And I'm seeing this and I'm like, yo, is this this is a piece of what you're capable of?
Yeah.
What did you draw from? Because you ain't got no kids.
And you know what? And that, I feel like that was for my family because I love doing theater, and I kind of feel like I went towards film and TV because if I stayed in theater, they were never going to see my work.
That's a fact.
They're never going to see it. My mother doesn't fly. My father doesn't eat. Like, my family don't, if they can't get there in a car, they're not going. So, like, I'm not, it just is
That's
what it
real.
is. They don't, they not going to come out here. And the first, like, project I did in LA was a play, and it was called I'm an Actor, They Don't Get It. And it was like I kind of wrote this for them to explain this process, and they're just never going to see it because they're not coming out here for that.
Right.
So a part of, like, a lot of being an artist, especially when you don't come from a family that does that, is you just always having to, like, explain things and tell them, like, a lot of what you do is not, it's not lying.
Yeah.
It's empathy. It's actually telling the truth. And I'm told a lot that I'm not, especially by my family, which is predominantly made up of women, all mothers, and they constantly tell me you're not going to understand until you have kids. You don't get it until you have kids, and you don't know what just like my mother wasn't, she didn't want me to be an actor. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't want you to be like a
Whose
star.
mama does?
I know, the Wayans. The Wayans. You know what I mean?
No, you know, Keenan and them doing something.
Right. It worked out for them. You better take, yeah, exactly. So, you know, and I get it. She didn't want me to struggle. But, I mean, I surrendered to this. It's not something I chose. And it felt like that was the opportunity that I got to display to them.
Yeah.
That I can understand something even if it's not my experience.
Right.
And it was my mother. It was my mother. She raised us by herself, and I have a good relationship with my father now. I was actually texting both of them while I was waiting to come in here, which is very rare for me. I don't talk to them both every day. But I have a good relationship with both of them, and I just want it wasn't something I had to, like, pull from. I have seen that woman day in, day out, do it by herself. I have 2 older sisters, and I mean, I've seen both of my sisters be single mothers. All of my aunties be single mothers. My grandmother. It's my family's kind of plagued with it, and I've seen it way too much to not know.
Right.
And when I spoke to the director, Nima, she's amazing. But she was like, when I saw your tape, I knew that you got it. And I mean, I didn't have to know if you had kids or not, but yeah. Loretta Devine actually helped me too.
I love Loretta.
She's amazing, actually. And as we were rehearsing that day, she was like basically, they don't want to tell you need to cry.
Yeah.
They don't want to say that. But, you know, basically it got to the point where, like, because I didn't cry all day, that she was like, because I got there like 8 a.m. We probably didn't shoot till like 8 p.m. So, like, I don't want to be crying all day and sitting in this place. And then finally the director was like, you know, you need to cry. And I was like, oh, I got you. And then we start rolling, and I still wasn't crying. And Loretta was like, baby, you know, she sounds so sweet. She's like, baby, it's not going to work out like you want it to. So you might want to listen to your music, talk to God, go in the corner, do what you do. Go on and do it. It's now. Go on and do it now. I saw you waiting. Go and do it. Because when that camera roll, it ain't going to work out like you want it to. And I'm like, you know, I've been doing this for a few years. But, you know, I'm not coming up against Loretta. So she's telling me to go on and, you know, do what I need to do for me. I went on and did it. And it worked out like it should.
Let me tell you something. First of all, my Loretta Devine story.
Ooh. Do we all have one now?
Oh, I feel like
it's a testament to where you are.
It is.
Yeah.
If you're in the business and you get an opportunity to work with the legendary, the amazing, the talented, the monster that is Loretta Devine, you are truly blessed.
It's a masterclass.
I had got an opportunity to do a film. It was Deion Cole. It was Loretta Devine. It was Kimberly Elise. Incredible, right? I go in there. I go on set with my phone like I'm going live. And I'm like, yeah, y'all, we got...
No, you gotta act like you've been
y'all,
somewhere.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? This your boy CT. I got my man Deion, because you know Deion is like a big brother. That's family. I'm like, yeah, we got Kimberly Elise. As soon as you turn the camera to Kimberly Elise, she's like, right? And I'm like, yeah, and the legendary, the unstoppable Miss Loretta. She's like, you ain't asked me to be on no camera. What's up with these kids now with all these phones? And I'm like, I'll talk to y'all later, right? I get off the phone and I say, Miss Devine, I am so sorry. She was like, no, it's fine, but you got to ask. You don't just be putting. I'm like, oh, so I'm feeling like,
you got to ask. You got to pay me. Hello, I'm Loretta Devine.
Is Loretta Devine. So from that moment, I'm super like this for like a couple hours, and I haven't been able to act yet. Like as far as my scene. So now when my scene comes up, everybody's looking even more like you better be good.
Right.
Like all that shit.
Right.
So I come and my character was real funny. I start hitting the jokes. They all laugh. And afterwards, they're like, you was good, baby. But you better. Right? So Miss Devine was so sweet to me.
She's so sweet.
Tange came to the set. She was very nice to us. We ended up taking a ride back to our cars with each other. Like, she was so sweet. But legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Now, what is your takeaway from a character like that? Is this something where you're like, all right, I got this character in the bag, I can do this whenever? Or this is like, you know what? That was great. I would rather not go back into this.
No, I don't feel like I'm at a place in my career where I can honestly choose. I would love to be where I'm like, I'm not offers only. Offers only.
Yeah.
I'm not there, but I do think that I came into acting feeling like it would be more comedic. Even though I have resisted doing stand-up, I respect that as a craft, and I got enough things to fail at. I've been told that I need to try it.
You do.
And that's not, I got enough to do. So I'm still resistant. I don't know if I'm gonna ever get there, but
you're too funny
and
naturally.
And that's what they be saying, but that is hard.
It's only, you know what, in hindsight, you're talking to a guy that is a 15-year veteran of stand-up comedy, okay? Looking back to the beginning, the only reason it was hard in the beginning was I wasn't comfortable enough to bring my actual self on the stage immediately. There were spurts of it. Like every time people laughed, it was because my natural personality shined through.
Yeah.
But I was like, no. They need to see this person that I create instead of not caring and just being myself. But I also was so young that I didn't know who I was. So now, as a grown woman, you know who you are. You can get on that stage. I don't got a problem.
I'm very open book. I can tell you what I don't have no problem with that. I've worked in the comedy club.
Yeah, you used to work in the Comedy Union. That's how I met you.
Right.
Shout out to Enz Mitchell, Comedy Union.
Shout out to Enz Mitchell. Kept me off the pole.
And, that was the alternative? Oh, screw you, Enz Mitchell.
Enz care about me. Enz used to make sure I was fed. Used to make sure I got home safe. I ain't had no car. I had no nothing.
Man.
Kept me off the pole. But because I got to work at the Comedy Union, I saw some folks crash and burn.
Oh, yeah. Some bad nights. Bad nights. Oh, yeah.
Some bad nights from some good dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Good men.
That
crowd is tough.
It ain't always peaches and cream.
It ain't always peaches and cream. But and I'm sure it's a beautiful feeling. And we feel it, and I know y'all feel it. One of these days, maybe if I can get a talented 15-year veteran comedian to help me, maybe
all you
one day.
need is to go on stage somewhere where it's low expectations as far as you're like, let me just go somewhere.
I'm talking about material. I don't have a problem with public speaking.
You have the material. How many guys have you dated that were trash? How many people in your family have said something?
I'm talking about how to set a story up. And
I don't want
to name names, but I be watching these comedy specials now, and they be tired.
Yeah. That's such a funny word choice. Yeah.
Tired. These aren't jokes.
A lot of them are that way, but then you have the cream that rises to the top as well.
I ain't seen none lately. when I think about I want to laugh, I like to laugh before I go to sleep. So I like to put on comedy specials, as I'm dozing off. I'm going to Cat.
Yep.
I'm going to Cat. I'm going to Raw. Any Eddie.
Any Eddie.
Any Eddie.
Yeah.
And I'm going to Cat. I love Chappelle. I think I like Chappelle's show more than the stand-up, especially as of late. He's very smart. I enjoy that. I enjoy Chris Rock.
Yeah.
But if I want to laugh, Cat.
Let me hit you with this. A moment in one of Eddie Murphy's specials, which was Delirious, that does not get referenced a lot, is one of the greatest callbacks I've ever seen.
Which,
He's talking about Stevie Wonder. He's like, Stevie Wonder's a musical genius, right? And Eddie goes on mocking these other people, and he goes like 4 jokes. And then he stops, and he's like, I heard what you said about Stevie Wonder, motherfucker. And I was like, this is brilliant. That's one of my favorite callbacks. But I hear you. A lot of those specials are, but it also goes to your taste in funny, which your taste in funny, you named.
My taste in funny is very specific.
You named Eddie Earl, both his specials. Mm-hmm. And who else? As far as you laughing hard.
Laughing hard.
You're a Cat Williams guy. And that's a specific type of humor.
Man, when I see, and I'm a real big Atlanta fan as well, but when I see that first episode of season 2 of Atlanta, it's good.
Yeah.
Pre-tell me how I kidnapped her. I must have she ain't been a kid since 73. How I kidnapped like literally, he's so good.
Yeah.
Cat is good.
Cat is amazing.
He good when he not trying. Mm-hmm. That man good.
He's a true talent.
He's a true talent, and I don't see that type of funny in myself. I have very certain friends, but we ain't got to say nothing. We know it's funny as fuck.
But that's the thing. But don't get into the comparing. You gotta always.
I'm not trying to compare, but I don't. Okay, so I think this is what it is. I have trouble because I'm good at a party. I'm great at a party.
Very engaging. Very engaging.
Great at a party.
Oh yeah.
But I think I have trouble, and this is in my writing too. I'm very studious. I'm a writer. I'm working on something right now for comedy. I'm trying to pull out where my funny is.
Yeah.
And I try to I think I saw you or somebody else. It might have been Justin Hires. Like, say y'all keep like a notes, like y'all keep little pads, notes, whatever, of like your jokes. Like, I just said something and that's funny.
Oh yeah.
And I write that down. So I started doing that, but for me, it's difficult to translate like situationally what I think is funny and like put it in the text somewhere. Because on the fly at a party, I'm a riot. If you can get me there,
a riot?
I'm a riot. If you can get me to the party, I'm a riot.
I'm a riot.
I went to this holiday party last year.
I'm a riot.
I was a riot. Like literally because I had started the night off snapping. You know, you say you be like snapping the funny moments. And really when I be on my IG stories, I'm snapping it so that when it's over, I can relive it for me. It's not about y'all. Yeah. I want to remember what I thought was funny.
Yeah.
And I went off so hard that night. I was gagging off of myself. Like it was this boy. And this might be a conversation for not. They might not think this is funny. But because I went so hard and I was able to actually record the ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Like I sing the loops of songs. Think Get Money. Like imagine doing karaoke and that's all the person
you
sings.
You sing the loops?
I only sing the loops.
That's hilarious.
I'm coming. I'm coming out. That's it. That's it. And I know everything, but that's my... Can you imagine finding like this?
Who sings loops?
I sing the loop. I think that be the fun stuff.
Let me tell you something.
I sing the loops. And imagine trying to write that into a script, though.
Let me tell you something. Because it's not for a script. That, what you just said, okay, I didn't know what you were going to say.
Yeah.
The way you just said it to me is how you would say it on stage.
Okay.
You said, hey, y'all, I sing the loops of songs.
Okay.
And then you get the because nobody does that.
Nobody does it.
And the way you would write it in a script, I'll take it back. The way you would write it in a script is you set it up like this. You were like, why is Tiffany coming? Because she's our friend. All she does is sings the loops to songs. What? Flashback, bam, y'all are karaoke. She doesn't sing. She doesn't help me sing the song. She just sings.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we're talking about writing.
Yes.
Fluoxetine.
Okay.
How now? Here's the thing.
I
when
like
did
your
you?
Segue.
I'm smooth.
It's smooth.
You gotta catch me. I'm a riot. So
segue.
How did you make the decision to not only wear the actor hat, but say, you know what, I need to get into my creative bag and make my own projects happen?
Bag, I gotta get in. Get it bag. You know what? I didn't see it at the time, but when we lost John Singleton earlier this year, and people were, posting quotes, there was one that said, I'm a writer by nature, but I direct to protect my vision.
Ooh.
And that, when I read that somewhere, something I'm paraphrasing, but when I read that, I was like, that resonated with me. And I got that after I had done fluoxetine, but I realized that's why I directed it.
Yeah.
I've done shorts. And, just other little projects. And because I want to act so bad. I love acting.
Yeah.
I want to do it so bad. I want to do it undistracted. I want to do it.
Yeah.
That I don't want to, I want to be able to focus on that purely. But I have not, up until fluoxetine, regardless of all the things that I've done, I have not ever seen a vision in my head come out so clearly on the screen.
How about
and
that?
I believe that is because I finally was like, enough already. Just direct it.
Yeah.
Because it be specific. And I try to put it on the page, but nobody can see it in my mind like I do.
That's right. It's I have been running from it for years. I bring this up and I say this name not to drop a name, but to give the importance of the story. Michael Jai White is not only my favorite action star of all time.
Oh.
But he's a friend of mine who's believed in me since I got to LA.
That's awesome.
And he would always tell me things like, hey, man, you think differently. Like, your humor isn't for the background. Like, you need to create your own stuff. And I'm like, oh, thanks so much, Michael Jai White. But I'm still just trying to get hired. You know what I mean?
Right.
And for years, I would write sketches, and we're talking about 2009, 2010. But I was like, all right, I'm out of that. I need to book some work. I need to make some money. How can I, go to these auditions, blah, blah, blah. And fast forward through those successes, and then you start feeling like, man, I'm stagnant. What can get me out of this rut? Then it became, well, I always can go back to this pen. And then it became, all right, let me create my own projects. Let me stop asking people,
Nobody
hey, man, can you put me on?
To you
exactly.
The way you do. I have a friend who is Black and Asian. Gorgeous girl. Shout out to Kalima. Love her to death. But she, has this beautiful head of hair, and she has shaved the sides and the back of her head. And it's fly.
Okay.
But you are very specific when you walk in the room now.
That's a good point.
You already look like you black, but something else. You got this silky, curly hair, and you done shaved it. People don't know what to do with you.
Damn, that's a good point.
That's the problem. Like, you got to see yourself how they see you. They don't know what to do with you.
Yeah.
And because they don't know what to do with you, you have to tell them what to do with you.
Yeah.
After I did my short film, The Gram, because before The Gram, I felt like I was stuck being a cop. I was just a cop. Just a cop after a goddamn cop after a goddamn cop. Couldn't cop nothing but a cop. I was like, you know what?
Couldn't cop nothing but a cop. Keep going.
I was tired, and I was like, I'm cuter than this. Like, give me something.
Yeah.
Cuter. I'm out here trying to work out. Like, I'm finer than this.
Yeah.
I did The Gram. Everything I got after that was like just sexy. It was very when you put that energy out there, I started getting sexy, and I was like, and I forgot
just want to play
that.
a cop real quick.
Right? No, and literally, I feel like when I put myself in a different space, then something else comes. Yeah, because you almost have to demonstrate for them. Yes. They don't want to see you outside of a box. No. That's why Niecy Nash doing. When they see us, is so pivotal because we haven't seen Tashina do anything dramatic, and we haven't seen Regina do anything comedic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they could easily trade places casting wise. Easily. But because people are so stuck in seeing, they want it to be a success so badly that they're not willing to branch off and do something else. Yeah. Which is why we have Tiffany Haddish, 10 years, every co-star in Girls Trips. She's younger than them, but she was so her. They had to give it to her.
It was so her.
You can't deny that.
Well, we were thinking about getting
right.
No.
Whoever you were thinking about getting, it's hers.
Yeah.
It's a breakout role, and she's ready to break out.
Absolutely.
She was the fruit off the tree already. Yep. Give it to her. And I just wish that if more producers or more creators, people who call themselves creative, get more creative. There's more talent out there who is willing, who's been working on it for so long. They just haven't been given the opportunity.
You know what I've noticed when you say that? creators oftentimes on a large scale of $100 million film or $50 million, when it's us, it's like more $1 or $2 million. They don't realize their audience, meaning the minority community, because it's not just black. We're talking Latinos. We're talking the Middle Easterners. We support people who look like us on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
The way that Black Panther got the love, when you see a Will Packer film come out, when you see these projects that have our faces in them, our people are going to go.
Yeah.
Unless we feel like you're just trying to throw a whole bunch of black people together and it's not a good project. Yeah. But if we're like, yo, that's an interesting story, I'm going to see it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to have a million names. But as a producer, you're thinking, I'm not going to be able to get this movie made without these people, or I'm not going to be able to sell this movie.
They be wanting their money back. And when you think about it, I get it too. You think about it, it takes so much for us to get a chance.
Yeah.
They'd be like, man, when I get my chance,
yes,
I'm coming with the A team. It gotta knock out the park, because I might not get another one, or it took me 20 years to get here. That I want the best talent, I want the best everything, even if it might not be it's an unknown or a Gabrielle Union. We know they're gonna come see Gabby.
Yeah,
we gonna go see her, but it might have been somebody else that could have been more age appropriate or more relevant to the character, or just little less distracting.
Everybody went to go see Queen and Slim. I'm using this as an example. Everybody went to go see Queen and Slim. Lena Waithe.
Yeah.
Oh, my man, that's my man from Get Out. Okay, cool, he doing his thing, but it's not so much.
What's the voice?
That's the the voice is?
Give it to me.
That's the voice of the guy.
Give me the fucking
He got a job. He worked 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But he don't do nothing extra.
Yeah.
I just, hey man, we just go to the club. We gonna cook a little bit, man. But hey. But my man, we're going to go ahead and check you out. That's that guy.
Correct.
He ain't impressed by too many people.
Correct.
So we saw that film, and there were no major names in the movie.
It wasn't
but the subject matter was so dope. We're like, okay, cool. And that's what sells us. Yeah. So in a sense of you being a creator, I'm a creator, I make it my business to go after people that I think are dope. I rarely go after people who have large social media followers or has a really big star name.
That's a whole other situation.
It is, but it's the exact same when you look at making a film.
Definitely.
Because it's like, I'm about breaking people in, and I'm about showing you people that you didn't know about.
Right.
So you be like, oh, this person is dope.
Right.
Instead of the expectation. Oh, man, Tiffany Black is the hottest actress in the world right now.
Yeah.
This movie better be fire.
Right.
Compared to, hey, who's that chocolate girl?
But they said that.
She's fire.
They said that on Get Out. I went to a panel for Get Out, and there was like, if they would have known that this movie was going to make the amount of money that it made, the cast wouldn't have been what it was.
No.
And it was like, so with that said, and it was like, does everybody agree? It was like, yeah. It was like, all right, so recast yourself with the A-lister that would have taken your place. And like, literally, they like easily, because you know exactly where your jobs went.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, acting is the only profession where when you don't get the job, you find out who got it.
Oh, yeah.
And it can be devastating depending on how long this project go. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the other women that went in for Scandal and didn't get it.
Ooh.
You got to feel that.
You got to feel that.
For the next 10 years.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So it's like, it's not like, we going in for secretary jobs or whatever. When you don't get something, some are easy to let go. Some I've seen some things that I've gone in for, like, Lord, you was looking out, not giving me that one. You was looking out for me, not giving me that one. But it's some stuff that'd be like, man, you really just want to work on it because you think it's amazing.
Now, when we talk about this, you are always working, you're always busy, which is an incredible problem to have. Champagne problems is what I call them.
I just love that it looks that way, though.
It's the real.
Because sometimes I'm at home, like, licking my wounds, buying things off Fashion Nova, deciding what to do with my hair next.
How does a guy get to you? Like, when we're talking about dating, how does a guy get to Tiffany Black?
Segue.
Let me tell you, I'm cold with it.
I'm
trying to be so
nice.
smooth, but then you
I didn't even see it coming. Cause no, I'm not letting you off the hook for that.
Listen, what was one of your worst dates ever? What happened?
I don't be having many bad ones because I don't give him a chance.
Okay.
I cut him off at the knees. I think the last bad date I had might have been, I don't even know how long ago, but I went out with this dude, met him at the grocery store.
Very rare.
Men
be at
the grocery store.
Hungry.
They be at the grocery store. So, if you go like around, 5, 6, dinner time, looking like, you something in your basket that look like that suggests you cook and not microwave.
You're doing your thing.
You're doing your thing. So I met him at the grocery store. He was cute enough. And
cute enough.
He came at me the right way. He asked me, out, said that I looked attractive, asked could he take me out to lunch or something. I was like, you know what? That was a nice
very nice
invite. I said yes. We end up there. Not even like I said yes, gave him my number, swerved him for a couple weeks.
Oh, Tiff.
You know what it is for me? It's more along the lines of like, this is gonna be hard. Relationships are tough.
Yes.
So if you ain't willing to put in
go through my bullshit.
Yeah. Quit early. I want to see if you're gonna quit early.
Quit early.
If you quit before I care.
Okay.
Quit before I give a damn. Quit before my feelings and my heart is in it. Because at that point. Anyway, so we go to lunch, and I feel like if you ask me there, then, you're throwing this party, you should be paying for it.
Yeah.
But I never assume.
Okay, that's good.
So for me, I always keep it real cute. Check getting ready to come. They be like, together, split, whatever. I'll be like, do you want me to get my own? I'm offering. I don't want to, but I'm going to offer. And he took it. He was like, oh, yeah, you could split it.
Fam.
I was like, cool.
No box for you. Yeah.
I was like, cool. I have no problem. Tiffany Black has no problem feeding Tiffany Black. She was going to feed Tiffany Black today anyway.
That's a fact.
The check came. Happily paid it. Not a blot in my eye. He still want to do this small talk. Like, for me,
it's over.
Your life is over.
Yeah.
I done blocked him before I even got up from the table from my phone. And, like, literally, I think he was, like, genuinely impressed that I asked. And you can be impressed and still pay. Yeah. But he was like...
Oh, let me take you up on that.
Like, literally, it almost felt like he was more interested in me because I paid for my own. And I'm just like, you gotta
so over you now.
You gotta start this how you want to finish it.
Yeah.
And it's one thing to date a man who just doesn't have a lot.
Right.
I've done that as well, more than my fair share of time. And it's a difference between like broke and cheap.
Facts.
And it felt like you could, and you chose not to.
Right.
And that's where drop a pin there, because that's where you got me fucked
that's
up.
where you got.
That's where you lost me.
Drop a pin there.
Drop a pin.
Yeah.
Right there. So that you don't lose that location. So if you ever looking again at where you lost Tiffany,
that's where you got me fucked up.
That's where you got me fucked up.
Cool.
So yeah, never saw him again. Forgot about it until this moment. Actually.
How about that? How long ago was this? Now here's the thing.
Over a year.
Hearing you say what you said.
What?
Hearing you say what you said about a guy, go through the bullshit and let me see if you worth it. My thing is this. I have so many women friends that will do the same thing. They're like, nah, I curved him for a while. And then when the guy finally gets her and he gets the opportunity to knock that box out the park, then he ghosts her, or he's just like, all right, take care of yourself. What women don't realize is the more games you play, first of all, if a man's going to ghost you, he's going to ghost you no matter what. If it takes 5 months... If it takes 5 months or a year for him to get whatever you thought prolonging getting is, he's going to be that guy.
So for me, it's less about game playing and more about me understanding my personality. So I'm not out here to, like, how some people like put on a representative for the first 2 months? Yeah. I know I'm difficult.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For me, it's less about, like, I'm just not going to put on. You know what I'm saying? If I'm busy, I'm going to be busy. You need to do something to earn my time. I'm not just giving it away.
I'll give you that.
I'm not just giving it away. I'm not out here to make it easy for you.
Yeah.
I know the difference between a boy and a man. And I can filter through some things too. And sometimes it's less about swerving and more about like, You didn't make me a good offer. You know what I'm saying? You offered me some Netflix and chill. You asked me to go and grab coffee. You want to pick my brain. Like that. Those aren't good offers for me.
Yeah, to pick my brain. Here's the thing. I think when people watch a lot of movies or talk shows, they hear these ideas and think that that's what every woman wants. Hey, invite me for a smoothie or coffee, or let's, go on a hike date. And then guys are like, hey, you want to go hiking? And they're like, no. Hey, you want to go for coffee? No, I don't even drink coffee. What about a smoothie? Look, I'll let you know when I'm free. I'm busy. I gotta
busy.
Go.
I'm too busy for that.
Yeah.
And I can be home watching my own Netflix.
That's a fact.
Make me an offer.
What's a great offer? Now, I know things change. As of today, what is an offer for Tiffany Black? What is a guy comes up? What's the offer that's gonna get you to be like, oh shit, yes? Because mind you, it has to. I'm not gonna give you no cheat notes. Go ahead. What's the offer?
If I have to come up with it myself,
right
then
now,
it's not worth it.
No, this is your hypothetical offer. What is your offer right now?
I will tell you the most beautiful offer I got.
Okay, what was it?
Okay,
and you jumped at it immediately.
Yes.
Okay, what was it?
It wasn't a second thought.
What was it?
I was in my IG stories talking about, I think I had just seen a Tyler Perry interview, and he was talking about acrimony.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I made this movie in 7 days. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I want to see that. I want to see what 7 days on the screen look like.
Okay.
And I was just going back and forth with people on there, and this dude slid in my DMs, and he was like, I actually would like to see what that looks like as well. I think I'm going to go see it on Friday. Would you like to join me? And I would love to engage in some dialogue about the film afterwards.
That's dope. First of all, it just happens to be good timing because he was the first one to say it. Compare it to another guy. Be like, hey, I'll go see it with you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, and it wasn't even
timing.
It was, yeah, he said he was. It was not just the movie, because you can't talk during movies, but it was like literally the addition.
The dialogue after.
It was like, and I would love, like he literally wrote that. I would love to engage in some dialogue with you after.
Now what happened after? Y'all had the dialogue.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
No, my dear friend. Beautiful offer. And I said yes. Never set a date.
Oh,
I went to see Acrimony by myself.
He said Friday.
It came out on Friday. That movie came out on a Friday. I went to see it by myself. Beautiful setup. He got a yes, and he did not set a date.
He set the date when he asked.
No. I never heard from him.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Never heard from him. Like, he never was like, meet me at the Grove at 7. It was none of that. Like, it was no specifics.
I get you. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it harder for you going on sets now that aren't your own? For me, when I work on sets, it's like, oh man, I would be doing this or I would be doing that. And I fight the battle of, should I shut the fuck up or let me just, hey man, would it be, you know what I mean? Do you run into that because you are a writer and a director now, not just an actor?
No. If I'm an actor on the set, I'm here to relax. Like, you know how hard it took me to get on set?
Yeah.
And then somebody that wanna know what I wanna eat for lunch, and I got a trailer, and ain't nobody looking for me until it's time for me to get there. Oh, I am having a ball. I take all day.
That's a great way to look at it.
Oh no, I didn't have to put this together. If something fall apart, it's not my fault or my responsibility to fix it. I hate producing.
Great point.
I hate producing. And as much as I love writing, I only started doing it because I wanted to be an actor.
Yeah.
Like, now I have things to say, but like, if I just get to act and somebody else got to do my hair, you're tough.
Oh, Tiffany.
I'm a dream. Yeah. I cannot wait. I can't wait. Somebody else picked out these clothes. I didn't have to be cute. I don't have to do nothing but
Tiffany
act.
Black.
Oh, I'm there. What time you want me to be here tomorrow? I'm there. I don't complain about when we rapping. Keep me here all day. I enjoy it. It's a dream. It's literally the best day.
It's definitely a blessing and something that is super dope if it happens to you, which is great.
Yeah.
I found myself, not even on purpose, but now I do so much for myself.
Yeah.
And now it's like, it's hard to relax because I'm always in a mindset of, it's almost like hosting. Like when I go do an interview, when I'm being interviewed by someone, now I'm like, oh, why'd you ask me that? Or why wouldn't you ask me this? Or that's such a topical.
Nope.
That's good.
Nope. This y'all party. I was invited. Y'all got snacks. No. But no. Give me. You know what, too? I also enjoy being in the beauty trailer. So I'm a beauty girl. So I like playing in makeup and get my hair done. So I mean, if I wasn't acting, I would probably be doing hair or something like that. So,
I would like to see you play a hairdresser.
That'd be fantastic.
You would be hilarious.
That'd be fantastic.
What is coming up for you? How can we find you?
Ooh, coming up for me. It's my first time going to be at Sundance.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Come on now.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I'm in the project that's opening it. Justin Simeon's new movie called Bad Hair, which we shot a while ago, over a year ago. But so I haven't seen it. So I'm excited to see it. It's some amazing people in this movie. So I'm in that. I'm very excited about that. I'm in the show that's going to be on Stars, P-Valley. That's a smaller role, but I'm excited about that too.
Nothing is small when it's on that big screen.
There you go.
I'll let you, baby.
There you go. I did a movie over the summer with Kate Hudson that should come out next year.
How about that?
And there's one more.
Booked and busy ass. What is it?
No.
What else?
No, I booked 1 month out the year. I just booked 3 projects in that same month this year.
It was a good year.
It was a good year. And then I'm in this new project called Stuck With You that's on UMC. It's an app channel, but it's on UMC. And
which you can get through Amazon if you look on Amazon.
Yes, you can.
Yep.
Yes, you can. I have it that way. But it's written by Patricia Cuffy Jones.
Cuffy Jones.
Yes, she's amazing. And I'm in that too. So
congrats.
Got some stuff coming out.
How do we find you?
Online. I'm Tiffany Black everywhere. Tiffany Blackness on Instagram. That's probably where you'll find me the most. Uma.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tiffany Black.
It's been fantastic.
How much time was it?